It is Monday morning. It's time for TMR. I will say the morning run, Chico, but you know how the time be. Got a lot to talk about, Chico. We still got to unpack Shedeur and the Browns. And hey, Shedeur plays the Bears next week. There's so much to get into. College football playoffs, people opting out of bowl games. Chico got to hire Learning Fro. It's the morning run.
Yes, and welcome once again to the morning run. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, and all the runners in the chat, making sure they mount up on this great 12/8/25 December Monday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're listening in, from East Coast to the far West Coast. We're bringing it to you live and direct. Uncle Neely, what's up with the nice Goonsville hat on? How you doing? Looking nice. Mine can't fit on my fro right now, but it's all right. Shout out to everybody listening. If this is your first time listening, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. Type in Uncle Neely, type in Big Dog Chico, and something will pop up with our names and faces on it. Click that follow, like, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to join this channel, become a member, hit that join button next to the subscribe button on your YouTube channel and become a member. We got some things to talk about today, whether it's the Lakers, Cowboys, Shedeur. We're going to talk about Shedeur. We're going to talk about Prime and all those good things like that. But if y'all have something we need to talk about, put it in the chat so we can get to it. Questions, super chats would definitely be read. What's happening?
Man, it's all good in the hood. This is that first full week of off season, for Colorado. So I'm back in the Jack, man. Be here for a minute. And just looking forward to this college football playoff season, college bowl season. Even though people are opting out of bowls, we're going to have to talk about that, Chico, because I'm telling you, man, something is going to have to happen with the NCAA football calendar. Our bowl games are going to become more and more irrelevant to teams that wanted to or should have been in the playoffs. Some got to give, Chico, so we're going to have to get into that.
Definitely. I was thinking about that a little bit too. I guess we might as well get into it a little bit. But I was thinking about that, because it says Notre Dame, pissed because they wasn't selected. So they said, if we get the bowl game, we don't want to go. And I was like, damn, if I was a player, how would I take that? Would I be, would I want to go to a bowl game or would I not want to go? Would I opt out? And I was like, damn, in this day and age, if it's not the big game, and there's not really too much to play for, like it isn't a chance you can opt out and not want to go, because you see a lot of guys doing that anyway if they know they're going to enter the transfer portal. Like, why am I going to go play in this game?
Yeah, and when you add in the portal, right?
Yeah,
and when you add in the timeline of things, and you add in truly the irrelevancy of some of these bowls as it relates to legacy and history and that kind of thing, then it just spells like, why am I going to do this? Let me tell you this, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, Chico, no disrespect, because I happen to love the NIT basketball tournament, but I'm trying to draw a parallel to folks. You're not going to get the Duke Blue Devils excited about going to play in the NIT. When they used to play in the 64.
Right.
And so what's happening now with the calendar, because of the college football playoff system, well, I'm playing for the playoffs, not a bowl game like I used to be when they were only bowl games, right? And then one particular bowl game signified the national championship. But now you got a true playoff system toward the national championship, and the bowl game is just a bowl game.
Right.
You mean to tell me, man, I could either be getting in the portal, declaring for the draft, or going home for December? Man, I'm not finna go to the Weed Eater Poulan Bowl in Shreveport when I can go to the crib. So you're going to have more and more of this until you can make bowls relevant, or until you can expand the playoff bracket. Because here's the thing about the playoff bracket, Chico, as it stands right now. Somebody going to be mad. All right.
I definitely already mad too.
Until we go to 14 or 16 teams, and even then, whoever the 17th or the 15th gonna be mad. But here's the mistake I think we're making with the current system, man. And I'm gonna draw another parallel to basketball out there to the runners. Ain't no Cinderella stories in football, y'all.
Mm. No
You
James Madison? Even James Madison wouldn't be Cinderella?
man, James Madison, Tulane ain't got a damn chance of winning the national championship.
Okay, I see. That's what you said. Okay, they don't have a chance to. In basketball, there's a chance.
Basketball, basketball, you
Yeah.
got a chance.
Right.
Football is there's no Cinderella stories you can create in a playoff bracket for football, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, hey man, wouldn't it be beautiful if Tulane we let them in and they beat Ole Miss and then beat Georgia? Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a Fairleigh Dickinson in basketball might get hot and beat Duke in the opening round. But even they ain't going to the Elite Eight or nothing. And so we've created this system where group of 5 schools can get in when it really should be a system based on, look, man, the best 12 teams at the nation the last weekend of the year. That's what we putting in.
And Notre Dame will take issue with that because, with the head-to-head matchup with Miami and all those issues, right? What do you think? Who should have gotten in that case?
Well, I tell you what, you could have a Notre Dame in if you didn't have a Tulane and a damn James Madison in. Because what you're not going to tell me is that James Madison or Tulane are better than Notre Dame. You're not going to tell me that James Madison or Tulane are better than Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see Texas in these brackets.
Mm.
Matter of fact, even Duke, who was 75, won the ACC, and I know they need to fix their system as far as their tiebreaker who gets into their championship game. But nevertheless, you ain't going to tell me Tulane and James Madison are better than Duke. So
at the
end of the day, Vanderbilt, forgot all about them.
Forgot about Vanderbilt. Yep. BYU.
You are not going to tell me James Madison is better than Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that Tulane is better than BYU. And so you're going to come up with a system that the top 12 teams make it, but, oh, by the way, we got to make room for the little guy. And, man, just have a little guy tournament over there. Stop playing.
And then, but then little guys will be like,
Cinderella stories ain't happening in football, dog.
Yeah. That's a fact. I think the closest thing you can get to that is what Cignetti did at Indiana. That's the closest thing. And he had to build that. It's not just going to happen like, James Madison or Tulane come in and just do it from the 12th seed or whatever. You got to go in there and put in work and do, as you say, he took a pay cut, like you said, coming from out. You gave the whole story of how he did that and sacrificed and took that route. And now he has a powerhouse, beat Ohio State. They're ranked number 1 in the damn country right now, Indiana.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what's going to ultimately happen, Chico. Money rules all this, right? And the money that rules it comes from the TV. And you're either going to have to take this thing to 16 that you erode crap like this from happening, or you're going to have it as straight up the best 12 and forget about the little guy, because here's what's going to happen with the TV money. The TV people did not put up all this money to watch Ole Miss play Tulane. The TV people did not put up all this money to watch Oregon play JMU.
Mm-hmm.
And so once TV, the sponsors get pissed because you got back-to-back games. It's one thing to have a game on at 1:00 that nobody's interested in, and then the game to come on at 3 or the whole world want to see. But when you got a game at noon and a game at 3 that ain't nobody interested in, ain't gonna happen. It's not sustainable. I say, man,
good old boys gonna see about that.
Take this thing to 14 or 16. Let it truly be the best people to get in after the conference championship weekends. Because sometimes you could lose your conference championship and still be one of the better teams in the nation. For example,
Alabama
Virginia just lost its conference championship to Duke, and you ain't going to tell me that JMU or Tulane is better than Virginia. You ain't going to tell me that JMU or Tulane are better than Texas, better than Notre Dame, better than BYU. Take this thing to 16. Kill some of these crap bowl games. And put the best product you can on TV for the people in December, man.
And it's a flawed system still, I guess. So but it's all about that money. And them bowl games is all about that money also. You feel
I
me?
agree, Sabado. Poor ratings are coming. Like you just wait to mid-December, January when the ratings for this bowl season come out, and the sponsor's gonna say, "Man, we ain't paying for that bullshit again."
Mm.
Do all you can to guarantee us a better audience, or we pulling our money.
Yeah. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think in the chat right now. Runners, mount up and talk to us. Leave us questions, comments, and whatever else y'all think should be going on or should be happening. Or would y'all just agree with Unc? Put a facts up in that thing. Put a what they say nowadays, Unc. Dang, what they say. It's some of these young kids. I'll think about it later on.
Man,
But
you ain't young, so you probably gonna think about it.
yeah, I ain't young.
I would say, how would you judge who's better? Man, strength of schedule, head to head, and then like
You got to go head to head.
Even the people who lose. I mean, you look at BYU's 2 losses. They lost twice to number 4 in the nation. Are those really bad losses? You think
Hey, I
that
want to give
you think BYU losing twice? I'm not saying you, Donovan. I'm talking about the procrastinators
and
out
then
there.
look who they
You
lost to
think
too in the
BYU
championship.
losing twice and who they lost to makes JMU a better team than them?
Mm-mm.
Come on, dog.
Yeah,
We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Big one.
Because by
Shout
miracle,
out to,
put that bracket up again, Chico.
let me give a shout out to Big Khalil Benson. I saw his mom post online a beautiful picture and the video of them celebrating the game. Shout out to Big
And by the
KB
way, he's
from
an
Mississippi.
upcoming guest on the morning run. That's also.
That's what's up. Shout out to my dog. And you can
Yeah,
check out his mom on Prime Parents also. But what you want to point out about this bracket right here? On?
Let's go Tulane Ole Miss.
Or you want to go down? All right.
Well, last time they played, what, 45-10?
Hey.
You think the absence of Lane Kiffin is lost 35 points? And let's say it happens. What's gonna happen with Tulane, Georgia?
Of course, Georgia.
like go up top. What do you really think GMU gonna do against Oregon? And let's go crazy. Let's say something crazy happens. What you think they're gonna do is take like dog stop playing? Y'all wasting our time. That
But
could be
we
Texas.
have to give them a chance, Uncle.
No.
Nah.
No. I mean, I say go 16 teams, 4 conference championships for Power 4 automatically in. Depending on even the regular loser, they can still get in. But those 4 automatic in, and then you fill out the 12 with the top 12.
Yeah.
That way, now you're making the conference championship actually mean something. So, like Indiana would have been in either way. They would have been because they won the conference championship and they were number 2 when the thing said they would have been in. That opens the door for somebody else to come in without putting somebody else out. Because again, now I'm gonna say it: JMU, much respect. Tulane, much respect. You ain't gonna sit and tell me that those are better football programs the last week of the season than a Notre Dame, a BYU, a Texas. Like I'm talking about from an entertainment TV watching value. Don't nobody want to see that, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll
the TV gonna get what they want, you go.
I was about to say, I think, yeah, they're gonna get what they want, and they're gonna run them commercials, dog. Because money is power each and every time. But let's go to where should we go next? I guess we go to my Lakers and LeBron James. We talked about that on the last show about LeBron James and his streak. You made sure you pointed that out, and he had over 1,000 games. Not that. Let me see. Over 1,000 games, 10 points. He started that streak back up last night versus the 76ers. Do you think he's gonna continue on this streak right here, Uncle? How long do you think this will last? As he pretty much put the team on his back last night, showing that he still has that fourth quarter LeBron takeover type gene inside of him where he could do that at any time. So
I don't think that record will ever be broken, let alone be broken by him. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
One, he doesn't have the necessity to play in as many games or as many minutes now. And tell you what else is in jeopardy for guys like LeBron for the first time ever. being based on the number of games he missed early in the season, he ain't far from being ineligible for postseason awards.
No, I think he already missed that. I think they said he's not eligible for the All-Star game, so that streak will be over.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
certain stuff I don't think is motivating him anymore as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But to go back out there and be like, let me get this 10 again. If he really would have wanted it, he would have not passed that ball to just a guy and could have took that shot himself.
Right.
I know you get mad when I say your boy is just a guy, but
It's all good. But yeah, LeBron James iced the 76ers last night. 10 straight fourth quarter points, including the last minute dagger to clinch the Lakers win. So I feel like LeBron, as long as he don't try to come back in and take over that number one spot to try to be the guy when you still got AR and Luca there, I think it's not going to mess up the chemistry of the team. But he's still showing that he could be that LeBron. He's just not. I don't think that he can, or he's needed, like you said, to be that LeBron consistently throughout the whole game. 38 minutes and such. We need that spot LeBron, that fourth quarter LeBron to come in and do your thing, while Luca and AR and everybody else carry the team throughout the ball game. I think he can do that, and he can sustain his last and play more games in the season. No, UNK is in Jackson. Somebody just asked. Who's that? Then Danny? Yeah. UNK is in Jackson right now.
No, I'm with you. No, I don't think he. I don't think he has to do all that, or has the desire to has to. When I say desire, I mean the desire to drive. Like it's necessity. I got to do it. Like you got enough now. I was about to look up what is he averaging points per game, because I think that'll fall off in year 23. Because I think his historic average is like about 25, and then last year was 24.6 or something.
Career average is 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists over 23 seasons. This year, let's see, this season, I think he had like 24. No, actually, he averages 16 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 7.6 assists.
Yeah, I think 14 to 20 is all they need to do.
14 to 20, dog. And I think he'll be right at 16 to 20, I'll say, for LeBron. Keep those assists around 8. I say get those rebounds up from 5 to about 7. You have what you need right there. He could be that finisher, that closer. He's still the GOAT, dog. Has LeBron solidified that spot yet? Is he the GOAT? Like, really, the GOAT, the best basketball player of all times? Like,
ain't no doubt
basketball player. I'm not okay. There you go.
Ain't no doubt
I guess I don't need to convince you. Is it because of the longevity, just the ability? What sets him apart?
No, it ain't longevity to me, because frankly, whereas longevity does have its place in all this, when you look at the benchmarks that he achieved, he still achieved those at an earlier age than anybody else did. So he was on the way. His greatness was solidified before he played 23 years. He was the youngest person to the 1,000 points, the youngest person to 5,000, youngest person to 10, youngest to 15, youngest to 20. Like, none of that had anything to do with being out there 23 years. He was doing it faster than anybody else did it. And then when you look at the multiple categories that he's number 1, 2, or 3 in, you put it all together, best basketball player ever.
Yeah, man. I was fighting that for a while. Michael Jordan, Kareem, Wilt, Magic, being a biased Laker, Kobe. But man, you put everything together, dog, and what God created and what he has done over the long haul and kept himself up and out of trouble. Like, add in the off-court stuff or take away the off-court stuff. It don't matter. He still, I think, would be number 1 in most people's books. Y'all let us know in the chat, though, who y'all think. Who's the greatest basketball player of all damn time?
Easy.
Delicious. Pause. Shedeur Sanders. Guess we got to go there. We got some questions to ask, man. A lot of people calling for Shedeur's coach to be fired, Kevin Stefanski. I just thought about last night when the guest came in and said that they were calling from or texting from overseas. Was it France? They said fire
Switzerland.
Stefanski.
Switzerland.
And Arlie, Switzerland. And Arlie said, Fide Stefanski.
I do want, before we get to Shedeur, I want to do this right quick,
It was
Chico.
crazy.
I want to do this
Yeah.
right quick, real quick. I want to give a big, happy 82 years young to Sister Rosa Hernandez out there. Gotta say happy birthday. 82
That
years.
Den Danny's mom?
Yeah, Den Danny's mom, 82
Danny's
years
mom.
young, Sister Rosa Hernandez.
Hey, man. Shout out to Den Danny and the mom out there in Central Cali. Much love to y'all, man. Give them one of them paws out there. We do it. We're family over here, man. You know, y'all want to celebrate somebody's birthday? Put it in the chat. Got love for him. Got love for Shedeur Sanders too, just like his brother Bucky got love for him. Also, you saw him. I posted this online. I got to pull it up. Shameless, quick little plug. Go to Big Dog Chico Sports Talk for more information. But
what more information than the picture?
A lot more information you can find out on there. Sports stuff that's posted. But look, I posted. I said it doesn't get much better than this, in my opinion, dog. From going where they've gone from filming his brother on the sideline of high school games to Jackson State to Colorado, and now to have the access in the league and to have his brother being successful in the league, and he's right there to capture it. You know, you was right there also. Talk about this moment right here. What you feel about this? Seeing Shedeur.
I mean, you gotta love it, man. I think people make the mistake of assuming that stuff has only been happening since they've been seeing it.
Mm.
Meaning that, what Bucky has been doing, he only been doing it since Colorado or Jackson State.
Mm.
When, like you said, he been filming his brothers since they were at Trinity and Truth. And so, like, this is their thing. And to see it go from one level, not only for them as players, for him as a videographer, to now having NFL sideline access, that's just huge, man. And then the brotherly love, between them, which I guess on some levels could be expected, but everything don't go the way you expected. There's this genuine support for each other, and Bucky's doing his thing, man, and doing it, now with the NFL vest on the sideline. So much love to him, man.
Right.
Love to see it.
Exactly. We saw
Coach Prime on the sideline, man, like the baller blocking that took place from. I mean, everybody knows if you watched Shedeur in college, be it Jackson State or be it Colorado, you know damn well he's a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And we can argue back and forth if he should have been first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. But it ain't no argument that what he's achieved in college on any other draft year, any other player, any other name would have been a first round pick. And now to see him get the opportunity that was already well deserved to show who he is. Because again, this guy won the Johnny Unitas Award his last year college ball. This dude set a new NCAA record, all-time record, not season record, for completion percentages. Meaning when you go look up right now, the leader in completion percentage for college football in history is Shedeur Sanders. And for him to slide in the draft, or for him to be on a team and have to wait on somebody, to get injured to get a true shot, and now look what he's done with that shot, only got better and better each game. He's really just showing all the haters what all the lovers already knew from Jump Street. Like what he's doing ain't surprising nobody that knew what he could do.
Right. And I saw a clip of Coach Prime, and it was the audio of Coach Prime talking and saying that, God got you, son. Look what God has. Just look around. Look how God has set this up for you, basically. And you see Shedeur speaking, and you can hear this in the way he speaks at the podium and stuff. How he speaks about how God has him and how he's keeping his faith. He's level headed. He's built for this. All of these things that was kind of instilled in him as a youngster by his father shows the importance of good fathers out there also. And it just shows what Shedeur is built from. You know what I mean? A great dad in the Hall of Fame father. Shout out to his, his mom too, and his parents, both parents. But
I don't want to take nothing. I don't want to take nothing away from his parents.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is to give everything to God.
That's right.
Because you got to understand this to the runners out there. when you pray for something, you're going to get the opposite of what you pray for. When you pray for bravery, God is going to put you in a position to be scared of something, because that's how you get brave. When you pray for strength, He's going to put you in a position to be weak.
Now you're preaching.
I don't care if that's food or drinking or whatever it is. And so, for all I know, somewhere during Shedeur's collegiate experience, even before the draft, for all I know, Shedeur said, "Man, I really need to get closer to God. God, help me get closer to you." And so, while we blaming man for all this stuff happening, look what has happened as a result of it. Shedeur has gotten closer to God. His own admission, not mine. He says at press conferences that his relationship with the Lord has never been better. And so some of this stuff that's happening, you want to blame on Pharaoh, but it's really God working so he can show Pharaoh that God still exists. And so at the end of the day, everything's going to work out fine for Shedeur Sanders, whether that's in the Browns uniform or some other uniforms, because he is who he is. And every Sunday it's just getting proven more and more and more. And his faith is growing higher and higher and higher. And that's all a result of his relationship with the Lord. Now, again, that's not taking nothing away from Coach Prime, or Miss Pilar, his mom, or his brothers and sisters. But what I am seeing is the evolution of a relationship between Shedeur Sanders and the God that he worships, and it's all coming together in front of everybody, and they can't stop it.
Boog posted when he did the interview and told the world that he was better than some quarterbacks around the league right now. They tried to send him to hell, but they didn't understand they were messing with God's child. They couldn't crush his confidence, and it's about to be scary for them, quote unquote.
So here's the truth, Boog, because Boog spit right there. It's 32 starting quarterbacks in the league and at least one backup on each team. That's 64. Before NFL down was played, you're not going to tell me that the Johnny Unitas Award winner, who set an all-time record for completion percentages in NCAA history, is not at least 63rd. Y'all just got mad that he said it. Like, the facts bear it out.
Yeah.
He came out of college, or he was in college, and better than some quarterbacks in the league. Y'all don't like hearing the truth. Just because you don't like hearing it don't mean it ain't true, because what else did Shedeur say in his press conference? Like, dog, I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And sometimes his words make y'all uncomfortable, but it's just the truth. When that dude was in Colorado breaking all those records, he was better at quarterback than somebody who was in the league. And now that you get to see it, almost 400 yards total offense, 3 passing TDs, 1 rushing TD, 1 interception. You can't tell me he ain't better than a lot of quarterbacks that's in the league.
Yeah.
And that's just off 3 opportunities.
He's the only quarterback in the league to have 350 passing yards, 3 passing TDs, 1 rushing TD. And just his 3rd start with only 3 weeks of reps with the ones. And Jay Black said, I don't want to hear it was just the Titans. Check the stats of Stafford, May, Lawrence, Herbert, Nick, Stroud versus the Titans. So,
I was about to say the same thing. Go look at the common experience and them grown-ass men on that defense. I don't care what the record is.
Yes. And big Jeffrey Simmons, who was harassing Shedeur all night and just getting through that offensive line all night. And you saw Shedeur and him have a little back and forth. He showed respect to Shedeur. He gave high praises to Shedeur. And he said that, hey, this is his team. And you can hear on Well Off Media him also say that they're here because of you, basically. You're selling these tickets, bro. And that's other players telling him that. You can see the respect and the love that they have for him on the football field, on the opposite side of the football. So what does that say to you? I think that speaks volumes when the opposing team is showing you that respect.
Man, Ray Charles could see that.
Damn.
And I still say that's part and parcel of the way Cleveland ownership is acting the way they acting. I mean, once you sell out the stadium and once you sell all the jerseys you can sell, if I can get all that, look, if I can drink the milk for free, why am I going to buy the cow? And everything that Shedeur is doing for the Browns, he does, whether they put him in a position to pay him a bigger contract later or not.
Mm-hmm.
So they are enjoying the steal of the century, the deal of the century. They got a
Wow.
first round guy for fourth round money.
Wait. Say it again. Huh?
Is Shedeur Sanders not a first round talent?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I heard you wrong. I was like, wait, did you? I thought I heard you wrong. My bad. You're
So
right.
what
They
they
got
are not paying him what he's supposed to be getting paid.
No, you're right. I thought I heard you wrong. My bad. My bad. Just had to make sure. I ain't want y'all to call me slow like we did Arlie last night. Shout out to Arlie Michelle.
You were real slow last night.
Shedeur said we practice for situations. We do everything. And if they knew it would pan out like that, I don't think they would have did it. Talking about the 2-point conversion. Just your thoughts on them going for the 2-point conversion, because a lot of people has been reacting to that. You see Skip Bayless online and other celebs and fans calling for the firing of Kevin Stefanski for, those specific calls, for one, amongst other things. But what are your thoughts on the 2-point conversion tries by Stefanski?
I don't have an obligation to take the high road like Shedeur does.
Okay.
I'm not an NFL quarterback. I'm not a franchise player for the Browns, potentially. So I don't have to, as Michelle Obama used to say, when they go low, I go high. He has given, from a stature and position he's in, he has given all the right answers at his press conferences. But you and I, Chico, we're not bound by that.
No, dog.
Truth is, that was a stupid ass call.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is, in the game of football, any competitive sport, you want to have your best players on the field, on the court, on the pitch, on the diamond, whatever sport we're playing. And anytime you take your best player off the field, regardless of the play that's about to be called, you have decreased the odds of success because your best people are not out there.
Yeah.
And you practice this situation, as Shedeur said, as Stefanski said. And so no matter the times it worked in practice, you willfully win in the game that if we're in this situation where 2 points matters, we're about to practice having our best guy out the field.
What we doing, dog? What we doing?
Can you imagine the Lakers at the end of practice today saying, hey, we're down 1.5 on the clock. AR, Luka, LeBron on the bench.
Yeah.
like dog. It's like,
Aiden, you get the ball at the top of the key. Do your thing.
like,
What we doing?
why are we even practicing this?
Yeah. At the 4-minute mark, I had to write this down because I couldn't believe it. Even when I watched it live, and I think that a lot of people might have missed it for some reason when they watched it live. I don't think that even the commentators really, said anything about it. But they went for the 2-point conversion. It was 23-31 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Right?
Yeah.
If they kick the PAT, like I said before, my math is not great. That makes it 24, correct?
Every day.
They're down 7 points then, right? If it's 31-24, that's 7 points all the time.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you going for 2 right there? I can't find a reason to go for 2 right there, Unc. That's why I was asking you last night, and I asked everybody, like, what did I miss?
You didn't miss nothing, Chico. They don't want to win.
No,
That's the
can't
part
be it.
That's the part what you mean it can't be that?
Like, it's like my brain can't wrap around
Chico.
the fact that this man is out here doing
like
this.
Your brain can't wrap around it. You ain't never had $1 billion and the motivation to trying to keep somebody in their place.
Damn.
They went through the whole off season without putting their best foot forward. They went through, at least after Flacco left, that part of the season without putting their best foot forward. It took Gabriel getting a concussion before they didn't have a choice to put Shedeur out there, and they still brought in another quarterback then and had him at least listed ahead of Shedeur.
Bro.
They're not trying to win.
But it's got to be the craziest situation ever, dog. let me ask you this.
And this is why I said to you before, Chico, on this very broadcast, I've said to you, okay, this is how y'all want to do Shedeur, so be it. We accept it. We've seen it since the draft. What about your obligation to the other 52 people on the 53-man roster?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how can this
What about them, dog? Like, don't you owe winning to Myles Garrett? Don't you owe winning to the running back or this linebacker or that receiver?
No,
It's like
no.
they're not
You know
trying to win.
I got it. I remember one time, it takes me back, Unc. I remember one time my coach said, hey, man, listen, I'm telling y'all to run. All I'm asking you to do is run, jog, or whatever. If you're not going to do that, at least fake it, dog. At least do this. But all y'all mofos out there just walking in my face, dog, you're making me look bad for everybody looking or watching from the sideline. I told y'all to run and y'all walking. At least fake it. So in essence, are they is the owner out there saying and the head coach out there saying, we're going to make our other 52 feel like we're trying to win. But in essence, when we really get into the point to where we have to win or run, we're going to sabotage it.
Dog,
We're going to find a way to make sure we don't.
Yeah, let me tell you this, Chico.
That's crazy.
You know, sometimes we live in a space where we think lesser of minorities, meaning we are willing to assume that a minority is up to something nefarious before we assume a white person is. Let's just be real about it.
Like Master P, yeah, you're right. But
If these was a black owner and a black coach doing this, y'all would say they was in Vegas pocket. Y'all would say y'all would say they was making bets against themselves and losing on purpose.
You're right.
But because it's them, we try to make up, it's racism, it's stupidity, it's this, it's that. Dog,
they're not doing it. They're not really doing it. They can't be doing it.
And they're doing it, as the young folks say, playing right on your top. Like playing right up front. They do it right in front of your face, Chico. They are just going about their willful business of not trying to win the football game.
That's the term I was looking for earlier that the youngsters might say out there. When they agree with you, they say that part. That part, Like
what they're doing it. And we sitting there watching
that
it
part.
And we trying to justify it as being something else. Because it can't be that. They wouldn't do that.
They're just acting like they running, dog. That's all.
The
NFL said you got to play the game and you got to try to win. So they're gonna do this. They'll never go out into a full sprint. This is gonna face break it.
They doing it. They ain't trying to win. Which Shedeur will be the starter for the rest of the season. They go to the I'm sorry, I don't know. I think they go to the Bears. Yeah, they go to the Bears next week. And then I think their last two games are at home, one of which being the Steelers, which is a team that passed on them.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to watch Shedeur and what he does. And here's the thing, brothers and sisters, that we know for a fact. He's the best quarterback on their roster right now.
23 or 42.
Still have Dylan Gabriel on the roster. They still got Deshaun Watson on the roster. So some decisions are going to have to be made between the last game and OTAs. But Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback on their roster.
Absolutely. Period. 23 or 42, 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. Did have that 1 interception, but we talked about that last night as far as like the touchdown to interception ratio and the assist to turnover ratio.
I take it every game. I would literally take it every game.
Yeah.
If you have a quarterback that's going to give me 4 touchdowns a game and 1 interception a game, that quarterback is going to the Hall of Fame.
Every time. Yes, indeed. And Myles Garrett definitely going to the Hall of Fame too. And he had some great words for Shedeur Sanders also. When you have the big fella speaking like that, getting ready to be the all-time leader, single season leader in sacks, if you continue doing what he's doing, you know, that's huge praise and huge backing to have the number 1 guy on your team backing you up like that, because he sees, you know, what everybody else is seeing out there. Shedeur's doing what no other Cleveland Browns quarterback has done since, you know, they can remember. I think it was 1957, if it goes back to. So
I think as far as the multiple touchdowns in the game, it was Baker. And you see what happened to him. He had to get the hell up out of there.
It's crazy. What are your thoughts on Myles Garrett and the other defenders like that? Like I said before, I can bring that up, but just Myles Garrett having Shedeur's back and
It's. I
speaking
mean, how
highly
do
of
you
him.
not? Like, I really look, Chico. I'm being real, man. Shout out to those guys for having his back. Okay, let me say that. I can't give nobody no sticker for being a good daddy. You're supposed to be a good daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give nobody no praise for helping an old lady cross the street. You're supposed to help old lady cross the street.
Right.
Like, I can't give nobody no praise for acknowledging, hey, this dude can play quarterback and he on my team. You're supposed to acknowledge he can play quarterback. You're like we're trying to make normal stuff abnormal because it's the Browns. Like any other franchise in the world, the top defensive player is gonna say, "Man, the quarterback played a hell of a game today."
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the head coach and the owner.
Hey.
When are they gonna say it?
You said some things about Jerry Judy and the interaction. A lot of people were taking the negative route. You took the this could be a positive thing route. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna say.
This
I'm not gonna say I
this
told y'all so. I'm not gonna say that.
well, what would you say after seeing Shedeur Sanders and Jerry Judy connect for a huge? I think it was a 60-yard touchdown strike that Shedeur threw to Jerry Judy. What's your thought and what you would say?
I would say I told y'all so. Yeah, and then look what they did after. Took a knee together, hand on each other, helmet, patting each other, saying, "Yeah," because of the meeting of the minds. Like, man, look, we all got families, we all got friends. Sometimes you gotta argue, dog. Sometimes I gotta say some shit harshly. You gotta say some shit harshly. It don't mean we ain't cuz no more.
Mm-hmm.
You grow from it, and I had every expectation in the world, particularly because I know personally 50% of that interaction in Shedeur Sanders. Oh, they gonna
Yeah.
grow from this.
Right.
This is going to be a good thing. Whatever this little argument is, whatever this is about, is going to lead to something great. Because I know number 12, and I know how he gonna take it and handle it.
You know you're
And
not.
show
It's
up,
not. Yeah, man. Shout out to 12, and that's why they call them grown, right?
grown man, grown. Dude want to win, man. He wants to win because he's a winner.
Mm-hmm. Well,
He's a
let's
winner.
go to speaking
You
of
ain't going
winners.
nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
We're gonna go right here. We're gonna stay right here. That's the winner right there. Those are winners right there. Shout out to Cam and Shedeur. You saw them exchanging jerseys after the game. Um, you see in the middle right there, our guest from last week, DC from Select QB Athletics, QB trainer for both. Um, got together after the game. Comments on that?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Daryl Colbert, man, select QB, quarterback trainer. I mean, this you can from a timeline standpoint, this is just the beginning, and so you can only imagine with the work ethic he has and what's going to take place, how that's going to continue because his pipeline continuing. You know, his dad is one of the assistant coaches at Prairie View. They just won the SWAC championship here in Jackson.
Yeah.
And so he's trained trained players that are up and coming, not in the Power Four, but also the SWAC as well. So he has more Shedeurs and Cams behind him. But to have these two young brothers on his roster, and both of them should have been first round picks, are arguably 1 and 2. But we know what went down there. That doesn't change where they're going to be, where they are right now, and where they're going to be later. And so we're going to be seeing Cam and Shedeur go against each other, be compared, all those kind of competitive, positive things happen for years to come, decades to come, even. And it all started with with them having a mutual trainer in DC with Select QB. And I'm telling you, man, when you look at who he's currently training in the college collegiate ranks, he's got some more top draft picks coming. So shout out to DC.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Select QB Athletics. Y'all check out that interview. Just type it in from the morning run last week. Type in Select QB Athletics, the morning run TMR, and you shall see it exclusively right here on the Pregame Network. I'm going to put this graphic up here. Let me know if you're surprised at all. I don't think you will be, but
Oh boy, he come with them damn reactions.
no, I got you. I got you this time.
He
I
comes
don't
with
think.
live reactions, y'all.
I
And
I
tell
don't
him what
think
it's
that.
gonna be.
I don't I don't think we'll have those problems again, like we had before. So let's get to
Well,
that.
what we got? Make it a little
Highest
bit.
passer rating in the last 3 weeks. Shedeur Sanders is number 8 on that list, 94.1. Like a radio station. 94.1, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna let Shedeur off the hook. When you look at the totality of the past 3 times he's played, he's had some passes that got away from him. In as much he's also had some passes hit receivers in hand that was dropped. But I will say this: he'd be much higher up that list if the play calling was better. Now he ain't gonna say that because professionally he can't and shouldn't say that. He's a team guy. He represents the company. He has to stand on the company policy. But as a talking head on the outside, it's hard for me to be higher than 5 on that list, and you got the damn Wildcat out here.
Damn.
It's hard for me to be higher
Taking
than
the ball out
6
of
on
my
this
hand.
list, and I ain't even on the field when we do a 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if you extrapolate some of that play calling out there, he probably number 4.
Right. Well, Stefanski named him the starter for the remainder of the season, as you said earlier. I think that's what the team wanted, and it's common sense at this point. After you look at the stats and break down the stats,
that's why I can't celebrate it, dog.
yeah,
I can't celebrate it.
yeah.
I can't celebrate you doing what you're supposed to been did.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's bare minimum. Listen, I take it back to Selma. Just because I walked across the bridge and you didn't whoop my ass, that don't mean I'm finna celebrate it. Like you ain't supposed to be whooping me.
Cam Newton said on First Take that it's extremely embarrassing and a fireable offense, if you ask me, when asked about Stefanski's decision to take Shedeur Sanders out of the 2-point conversion attempt in the Browns loss.
Oh, Chico, let me say this to you and Cam, as I said last night, and we continue to say. If we all agree it's a fireable offense, and then the person who did it ain't getting fired, what does that tell you about the person that does the firing and the hiring? They with it.
What'd you say? Either you coaching it or
Either
you
coaching
allowing
or
it.
hiring it.
Yeah, dog. One or the other. It's happening in your house.
Yeah.
You know? So
and y'all can say what y'all want to say about my man Jerry Jones, and 99% of what y'all say do be correct. But y'all know damn well if this was the head coach of the Cowboys doing this, when Jerry was down on that field or in that presser post game, Jerry would say, and I got to talk to him about that now because I don't know what was going on. Take him like as a owner, he would say something.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you ain't hearing nothing from this owner and all during the draft, all you did was hear from him.
Right.
He win it.
Crazy as hell. Or either he don't know, don't show.
What goes on
just
in the
don't
Browns.
care what's going on with the Browns, though.
Man, he with it, man. Stefanski is following orders. And that's not to let Stefanski off the hook, guy. I'm by no means am I suggesting that. I think they're in cahoots, that this is the way they want to run this team.
Damn, old school. I know you like money. Don't you like a little bit more money? Don't you like to win? Don't you want to win before you get up out of here? Come on, dog. Oh, man. I would love to see the owner do this. At some point, I would love to see him do it. Jerry Jones would do it. But hell, you're not off the hook either. You had the chance to draft him, but he got Dak. And Dak has been playing amazing. So shout out to Dak. They just can't get over that hump as a team, dog.
Hey, why we only talk about the Lakers when they win and the Cowboys when they lose? Like, what's I'm noticing a pattern. Runners, y'all noticed that?
Well, I thought.
What?
What hell? You heard
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Nah, we just talk about the Lakers when they play a game the night before and we come on. And we talk about the Lakers. It just so happened the Cowboys lose.
But I'm just saying, Chico, like, okay, you like now you
hexagon, octagon, pentagon, season gun.
Chico, you said it. You said that we have a show after they play. We have a show, some kind of show, 6 days a week.
Okay.
They're gonna always play at some point before we have a show. But for whatever reason, we skip when the Lakers lose and highlight when the Cowboys lose. I don't know.
Maybe we need to start highlighting when the Lakers lose, then make you feel a little bit better. It's just gonna be as often. You know what I'm saying? We number 2 spot this year, baby. Number 2 in the West.
I like it. If you like it, I love it.
And see, you don't realize how how much I want the Cowboys to win. I told you last show that I want. I told you I want to see Jerry Jones win a Super Bowl before he up out of here because I think
that's the part you got to leave out, dog. You can't be talking
okay.
like that about folks, man. You can't be. Come on, dog.
I'm sorry to say it like that. Let me just say this, then. I want to see Jerry Jones win one because I really think he's at the point to where he might get that trophy, hold that something gun up, and he might do something else with it. He might be like, if y'all spike that bitch or something. You know what I'm saying? He might be on one of those type times. You know? No? After all this time, Jerry Jones might get that.
I'm surprised you didn't put something deathly on it. Like he might get that trophy and just fall over. Because every time you talk about it, that's how you talk. I told you, man, keep Jerry's name out your mouth, man. Jerry not gonna be here much longer. Man, you don't know how Jerry might live to 130.
He might. I hope he does. But I'm just saying, like, get him a Super Bowl. Man. Come on, Cowboys. Get him a Super Bowl next year.
Just and then what I'm trying to help you out, Chico. Just leave it right there. Don't say the other part.
Okay, I'm trying not
Don't
to.
say get him a Super Bowl because. Just say get him.
Gotta win one for the skipper. What did Al Pacino say? Don't give me that old win one for the skipper.
What you say called the well? What you do the next scratch? What's that called the well?
You're right. I didn't want to talk about because we told y'all that was just that was a fluke. We were partying in Phoenix the night before. You know, there's a lot of things go down in Phoenix, in Arizona. Y'all don't know about, but need to know about. Anyways, yeah. Where we going next, Unc?
Shedeur was playing. Hell if we don't pray.
Okay, Shedeur was playing with 3 offensive linemen out of the ball game, starting center, the right guard, and the right tackle, and he still managed to make it happen. I just saw a tweet that said the Browns lost, but Shedeur won.
I agree with that. I agree with that. He definitely won.
Damn right.
Like I be telling you about Dak. I said it wasn't Dak's fault. You say a lot of shit. It wasn't Shedeur's fault.
If Shedeur had started from the beginning of the season, what do you think? Like, sky's the limit.
What they had 3 wins right now?
Especially with the way the conference, their division has worked out.
Yeah, if Shedeur been starting,
they could have been at the top of the division in the playoffs.
They'd be 6 or 7 wins right now.
And that'll be where? Tied for number 1, right?
I can look and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have 3 additional wins by now, at least.
Yeah, man. That's a damn shame. But next year, they have those 2 first-round draft picks. I already said what I would do in the offseason. Much love to Jerry Jeudy, but it's not just – let me say this. Forget the name. I would trade if my top wide receiver might not be on the same page with Shedeur or in the headspace where he's going to learn and grow with this young quarterback. If you want to move on and think you want to go to greener pastures, I'll look at trading whatever my trade assets are to get more assets to grow with my young core because they had a great draft last year.
And if I'm Jerry Jeudy, you ain't got to try to talk me into it. If I'm any Browns player, you ain't got to talk me into leaving.
Really? Okay.
Really? I mean, God bless Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is the single human being in the NFL that is capable of writing and changing the Cleveland Browns' historic trajectory. Having said that, their problems are far greater than bringing in 2 draft picks.
So you want to multiply those things?
I would want to get the hell out of it.
No, I mean from a general manager standpoint, from an organizational standpoint, you know, if I don't have to convince you, now I could bust your contract down and I could get more opportunities to draft more players.
I don't care what you do. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Cedric Tillman, thank you. Great job. We'll trade you. Jeudy, thank you. Great job. We'll trade you. As a matter of fact, I might call the Arizona Cardinals and say, hey, I got a 7th-round pick for a guy named Xavier Weaver that y'all not using. Bring him over here. You know what I'm saying? He has a relationship with Shedeur because it's about trust and relationships. You know, I think that's what I'll be looking at. Huh?
You got to do the fingers.
I'm trying to put you up.
What's something wrong with you, man?
What's something wrong with me?
It ain't just late at night. There's something wrong with you. Well, no, that don't be late at night. That be
You can't blame it in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's something wrong.
Like this nigga probably had something to drink by this point, so I'm gonna let him slide. But it's 7 a.m, Cheek. How you on this level?
I think it's the only level you got. I don't think you can't do better because you don't know better. That's what I think it is. Yeah.
Hold on, rewind.
Well, let me tell you
Forget
something.
about
Let
it.
me tell you
Just gonna
something.
move
Let me
on.
tell you something, Chico, that your grandmama, big mama,
Ain't but
mama, or aunties ain't never said to you. I'm gonna tell you something that they ain't never said to you.
Don't go over there and slap that Neely boy again.
No, they ain't said that.
No, they didn't. They just
Particularly
keep
the
on
kid,
doing that.
particularly the kid. Let me tell you what they ain't never said to you.
Leave him alone, Chico.
They ain't never said to you, boy, you know better than do that. Because you don't know no better.
I heard that my whole life now. What?
No, they said, boy, you should know better than to do that. But
Boy,
they
I
ain't
broke
never
that
put the
church window.
expectation of you knowing better on you.
When I broke that church window, dog.
You ain't know no better.
Boy, the hurt, disappointment, and rage I seen in my big mama's eyes at the same time.
But did she say you know better?
Yeah, she said, you know better than that. You know better than that. Maybe they didn't realize I didn't know better at that time. Maybe it took a little bit later. This was pre-diagnosis.
You should know better.
Oh, man.
Y'all go to the grocery store.
Better.
You have to keep your hand on the cart.
Damn. Hey, we got a super chat from C Maven AI. Always a good one.
What is that?
Unc, please clarify or qualify. People and y'all knowers already know about grown runners too. Just making sure the message is landing where it's supposed to land. You dig?
There it is.
I don't think there's no clarification needed right there.
No,
people and y'all.
If I say y'all and you think it ain't you, it probably ain't. Because we know who the y'all is that know better.
One new member that has joined. Can we get 5 more members today? All you have to do is hit that join button. Hit that
You sound like a
membership
pastor,
button.
boy.
Can we get 1 more? Yes, sir.
There's one, let him come.
What they say?
Hey, Chico. I don't mean no harm, Reverend B.J. Nelson, if you out there.
Reverend B.J. Nelson, yes.
I be sitting in church, looking at my watch, knowing the Cowboys about to play in the next 20 minutes. And when the preacher be asking somebody will come, I be like, Lord, please don't let nobody join today.
Because you know he gonna take extra time to try to bless them.
Yeah,
like,
you see somebody get up, you like, I knew.
Leaving in church. I had an uncle used to always leave at the same point in church. Same point in church. Same point. He always leaving. Go outside. Unc gone. Car ain't there. Unc be at home by the time we get there, sitting down, damn near undressed, watching the damn game. So I realized what he was doing later on. Y'all hit that join button. Make sure y'all join us. Stay up to date each and every weekday. For now, we're going to bring you guys TMR Live. That's the morning run. Uncle Chico and whoever else we have on this thing joining us. You dig? Stay tuned because there's going to be some special guests coming soon. So y'all know what it is, man. Live and direct from the Pregame Network. Once again, we're going to get up and out of here. Peace in the Middle East. Thank you for coming out. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. Yeah. Reverend BJ.
Hey, Texas Truth, you need to keep on going to that church. Any church that'll let you out before kickoff, that's who I need to tie to.
Say keep on going to that church.